What's good, y'all? Y'all doing something? Thank y'all for joining me again. I know it's been a while, but
Phenomenal.
man, right?
AJ Nova and lyricist.
There we go.
Here it
That's
is.
better.
Hey yo, virtuous combat.
What's going on, guys? I want to thank everybody for tuning in today and listening. I don't know if I'm getting too much feedback. I have no idea. Yes, I do. There we go. That's better. Hey guys, what's going on? It's been a couple of, well, it's actually been 10 days or 11 days, but we doing some work around in the house and stuff, so stuff like that. But I want to thank you guys for joining me back. One-on-one is back. PTSD will be back probably Sunday. But before we start, you already know what time it is. Y'all ain't new to this, and the people that's new, hey, go over there. Oh, you can't hear me? Let's see. Hold on a second. That's weird. Testing. Can you hear me now? Oh, what's wrong with this thing? Hello? Oh, okay. Can you hear me? Testing, testing. Can y'all hear me? Hello? Let me know if you can hear me out there. No sound. No time to speak. I'm on a mission like Jesus. Somebody save me. I'm feeling amazing. Tiptoe. I don't know what's going on. No, I don't think that's it. Hello, can y'all hear me? Can you guys hear me out here? She said she hears. I hear something. Can you hear me? I don't know what's up with the feedback. That's weird. How about now? Yeah. I have no idea what's going on, guys. Oh, no, not that, not that. Oh, no. See, microphone's hooked up. Can y'all hear me? Aloha, can y'all hear me? Everything's hooked up right. Okay, you can hear me now. Okay, cool. I don't know what's going on, man. I really don't know. But when you're dealing with technology, stuff like that happens. So can you still hear me? Can you hear me good? Okay, Marcus, thanks, man. Okay, cool. Y'all can hear me. I don't know. So hey, don't beat me up, guys. But thanks for joining me again today. I know it's been a couple of days. Well, it's been longer than a couple of days. It's been a week and a couple of days. Put it that way. But to all the ones that haven't did it yet, feel free to subscribe to my channel on YouTube. It's Pico the City Brown, One-on-One Talk PSD. Go over there, hit that subscribe button, hit the follow, hit the like button. And you can also follow me on TikTok at Pico City. Hit the follow button on TikTok. Give me a follow. Hit the subscribe button on YouTube. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. So that's it for today. No, just playing. I had a well, the topic today is, well, in most cases, who moves on faster, men or women? So this is sort of a big situation because half of the world say men and half of the world say women. But and sometimes you have to look at statistics. It's not how I look at things, or it's not how you look at things, but sometimes, well, actually, sometimes it is like that, but you have to look at sometimes the bigger picture with statistics, and I always pretty much deal with statistics. But before I answer that question, I want to give you guys a second to answer it. And y'all, in most situations, who moves on faster when it comes to breakups and relationships? Does the man move on faster, or do the women move on faster? So, Lonnie, what's good, big bro? How you feeling, man? It's good. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it, man. Kiki, what's good, man? Marcus, you already know. Angelica was up. Okay, Marcus said, man, move on faster. Now, before before I say what I'm my answer, I don't mean by moving on faster. I mean, I'm not talking about somebody can just get a sex partner and have sex with them. I'm talking about move on faster, like drop the whole relationship and just get out of it. Don't give it a second chance. Just move on and be like, you know what? I found somebody else. It ain't going to work over the slightest mistake. That's what I mean by move on fast. I'm not talking about because anybody can go out and say, you know what? I'm having sex with the person. It depends on the situation. Okay, Lonnie, I like that one too, bro. So, Marcus, you're not wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying, but I'm looking at it. We looking at this situation by two different situations. Marlon, what's good, cuz? Man, Marlon, what's good, brother? That's my cousin, everybody. Marlon Thomas. That was my that was my grammar school homeboy, man. We did it all. Good things though. Ain't do nothing bad. But yeah, who in most cases who moves on faster in relationships, men or women? I'm not talking about just move on and have sex. I'm talking about just completely move, just like move on with their lives and don't even give it a second thought about trying to work it out. If it's marriage, it's definitely a longer process. That is true. Okay, that's another one. Angelica said men. Angelica, why you say men? Marcus, why you? Well, he already said if it's a marriage. Yeah, okay. Angelica, why you say men? Come on now. I got 7 people on here, y'all. Come on, man. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, right? Type in what you feel. Type in what you feel. Don't be no punks in that Facebook Live, people. What do we have here? They always got other women on deck. That's true. I can't even argue with that. That is true. She said she said I ain't heard that in a long time on deck. Jody, she blows, Captain. We have women on deck. Okay, so now this situation, like I said earlier, this situation can actually go both ways because some people say, no, some women say men move faster in relationships, and some men say, well, women move faster in relationships. So, I mean, I guess I gave everybody enough time to answer the question, but with me, this is just me. I'm going to take the statistics out. I'm just saying, oh, it was a men and women move differently depending on the upbringing. That's a good that right there, Lonnie. That is very interesting, and I'm happy you said that because it pretty much deals with the upbringing of things. So, but everybody wasn't brought up like the next man or the next woman, so people gotta pretty much people pretty much gotta go a life their own way. But I do like that what you said, Lonnie. That make a lot of sense, bro. So I'm just giving my scenario on things that I've seen out of the years of me from a young man to an older man now, and stuff I've seen my friends go through, some people, close friends go through, and stuff I see on different podcasts. And I'm not saying this when I say different podcasts, I'm not taking their advice. I'm just telling people what they're saying. But I can also give my advice too. Now, me personally, it's not a bash toward men and it's not a bash toward women. This is just my thought process. And hey, this is just me thinking. So if it can't be no type of it can be a disagreement, but disliking somebody for what they say. But me, I'm sorry, Angelica. That's just so funny. I keep looking at that. They always got women on deck. I ain't heard that in a long time. But I would say in certain situations, just like Marcus said and Lonnie, I think Lonnie said that. I'm sorry. In certain situations, sometimes men move on fast, sometimes women move on faster. But me personally, I was, they do. You can't be on the live no more, Angelica. You got to get off. Um, Me personally, I would think that. Well, I'm not going to think. Me personally, I would say that in certain situations, I think that women will move on a lot faster than men because once again, it's a situation. This all depends on what type of situation it is. And the reason why I said that is because in certain cases or certain scenarios, women and men break up out of relationships for different types of reasons. I mean, let's just take out the cheating because everybody know cheating is a bad thing. We all know that. I ain't got to explain that no more. But a man can see another woman on the side. This is girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, it don't matter. I'm just using examples. A man can have a woman on the side. He could be doing all this dirt with her, and he can probably just have her just for sex. Because the difference between men and women, if a man can have sex with a lot of women, but he's not going to care about all those women. Just going to be honest. Where if a woman has somebody on his side, there's a bigger percentage. I'm not saying it's a real big percentage, but a bigger percentage. She's looking for somebody to take your place. That's why women always say, men say, you know what, we broke up. But most cases, some women will say stuff like, hey, I already left the relationship, but he didn't know you left the relationship. How many times we heard women say that? Well, I mean, my man, already been gone. So that means you're coming home to your husband or your boyfriend, if y'all live together or not. Even if y'all don't live together, you still playing the role of a girlfriend, but you already got it in your head that I'm going to be with this guy. So that means you're leading somebody on, which is bad. That goes for both ways. Yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go. That's why I'm separating them, bro. Um, what was I saying? Oh yeah. See, a woman can say, and I've heard women say this a lot of times. Hey, you know what? Don't you got a boyfriend? Um, yeah, but I'm already broke up with him. But you didn't give him the memo that, hey, you know what? This ain't working. We got to go our separate ways. And then when they get caught, they say stuff like, it was over with from such and such, or it was over with. I already made it up in my mind that I didn't want to be with you. If you made it up in your mind that you don't want to be with this person, let them go. Don't sit around and say, you know what? I'm going to have both of these people on the side. I already like Leroy, but if my guys show me potential, I'm going to dump Leroy and just platonically be with the guy. The root of the problem, unthreatened trauma, so many people are damaged by past relationships. That is true, bro. That is true. Past relationships, and they have never addressed the issue so they can carry that. So, I'm sorry. Issue that carry. I'm sorry. The issue they carry. I got the wrong glasses on. These are my reading glasses. Into every relationship, they not even in, what was that? They're not even men and women treat. Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. They even get in men and women treat to trauma. That is so true, man. So, in other words, I think what he's saying is, don't come in relationships with the ex still on your mind, because now you're dating two men or you're dating two women. I don't care. You don't have to sleep with that person. I'm not saying don't think about the person. A healthy thought is, I wonder how such and such doing. Hey, is such and such okay? Well, yeah, he fine or she fine. But if you're thinking like, man, I really miss this guy, or I really miss this girl, and the person you with giving 110%, and then when the crap hits the fan, he or she can be like, well, I'm just gonna use the guys for right about now. The guy can be like, man, baby, why you didn't tell me? Why? Well, you know what? I thought you would catch on to the signs. I've been left this relationship, but you still come over my house. We still do things as a couple. But when you leave my house, I'm saying I give you a kiss and say I love you, and I'm thinking you going home, but you, instead of making a left, you making a right and going over Michael's house. So just like Lonnie said, it all depends on the situation, because people, men and women, in some cases, not all, men and women do break up for different situations. I mean, I'm going to say break up, move on. Yeah, we'll break up. They break up for different situations. Remember, a man will tell a bold-faced lie, but a woman will only tell half the truth. A man can say, You know what, man, I used to mess around with her. Man, this, that, and the other. But a woman would say, that's just my friend. Oh, no, we ain't never do nothing like that. But when it comes out, you find out and you might see something you don't want to see. Like, man, who's this dude? That's the same dude. I thought you ain't sleep with him. Well, it was so long ago. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, it was so long ago. It don't matter if you had sex with somebody 500 years ago. You can't take back sex. You can't reverse it because let's just be honest. You just can't. Once it's done, it's done. So that's my scenario of saying in most cases women move on faster than men because a woman already have it in her head that, hey, I found somebody else. I'm gonna try it with him. All I'm doing is waiting for the right spark, and then I can leave. And if people get out of a relationship and jump into one pronto, quick as hell, I'm not saying it's a known fact. I'm not saying that, but it's a possibility that person was always there when y'all was dealing on one-on-one basis. He or she was always there. No, this ain't working out, and you go your separate ways, and like a week later, you see her and they booed up. First thing gonna come to your mind is like, wait, who is this dude? And then well, I just met him, but word on the street is, man, and you know when you break up, everything comes out. Everything comes out when you break up with each other. Well, guess what? Um, Such and such, yeah, they've been dealing with each other for the longest, or he been dealing with each other for the longest. So it's really a upsy downsy because women gonna always point the finger at men, and men gonna always point the finger at women. In some cases, men run along. I'm all messed up today. In some cases, men do move on faster, but in some cases, also women do move on faster because anybody can have somebody in the back pocket. We all we some of us are probably guilty in that. I mean, hey, we all did things when we were young. If you're in a relationship and you're juggling somebody else along, guess what? They're there for a reason. Let's just be honest about it. They're for a reason. But a guy can lose his job. Now, I'm not, please, to all the women out there, please don't take this the wrong way, because if you do, I ain't got nothing to do with that. I just don't want nobody to take it the wrong way. A guy can lose his job and a woman will leave. But at the same time, when you get with somebody, it's not about being financially stable. That comes around later. That's why I always say people in the old days old relationships back then outlast the new ones now because people are getting married for wrong reasons. I got you, Miss Johnson. Don't even worry about it. I got you. So just give me a second. People get married for the wrong reasons. But you can't, I don't care what nobody say, you can't have somebody in the intimate room. We had a show, it was called Being Placeholders. That's what you call a placeholder. Some of us are guilty for that, some of us aren't. For the start, it's a disaster if the two are not genuine with each other of what are getting into relationships for. You know what? That's a Marcus. Look, man, when you find out, let me know. Let me know, because I knew a lot of people who did that. Well, back in the days, heck, I used to do it too. I like this person. Well, this person is on her way out the door because she ain't doing my standards of treating me right. So I'm gonna get to the next one, and then this woman likes me enough, and she asks me, let's try something. Then I gotta let you go instead of just letting you go from Jump Street. I'm not into you anymore, so just walk away. And that, my friends, is how people's feelings get hurt. So it is what it is. My Lito, what's good, bro? Man, we were just talking about you. Me, Andre, and DC was just talking about you, Lito. So it's a toss up. It's really a toss up. Do people really stay and try to work things out when the crap hits the fan? Just like I said, infidelity isn't the only thing that ruins marriages or relationships. Lack of communication. All type of things. Some people leave relationships for wrong reasons. You can't get mad at a guy for saying hi to a woman and he's not looking at this woman no type of way, and you giving him the crazy eye, like, who is that? When you start asking questions like that, that means you don't trust that guy. Same thing with the gas. That means you don't trust her. People are going to have friends whether we like it or not, man. But the subject I was saying is, in some cases, women do move on faster than men. But you can't take your past disaster relationship and bring it to your future relationship, because it's gonna make the other person feel unwanted. Now you pretty much just stringing him along. So don't, if you're not ready, don't be in a relationship. You can't say he hurt me or she hurt me and go out and do something stupid, because like I just said, guys, once you have sex, you can't take it back. Sex is premeditated. Unless you're an alley dweller, and we all know what that is. It's the grape, because they don't want you to use the R word on social media no more. So I just call them alley dwellers. Now, if that happens, then if men going around being alley dwellers, hands down, you got my 100% certification on being an idiot. You're a douchewad. You shouldn't have to do that at all. You're freaking less than zero to me. But I'm talking about men that's that's trying to be on the straight and narrow, and women that's trying to be on the straight and narrow. Well, me personally, I've never seen a man leave a woman and be absolutely positively done with her. Now, I'm not saying it don't happen, because some people say, well, you ain't lived no, yeah, I've been here for quite some time, but I never seen it happen. I'm not saying it don't happen. I just never seen it. But I've seen a whole lot of women walk away from their guys. And the guy be trying to work it out. And despite the fact, well, she might say, you know what, I gave you chance after chance after chance, which I do, because enough is enough, too much it stinks. Enough, no face, no case. Bam. Enough is enough, too much it stinks. And I agree with that. I do. But now we got to flip it around to the other side. Marriage. Now, I kept marriage out of boyfriend and girlfriend, but when you're married, it's way different now. Now you're in the big league. You ain't small potatoes anymore. You have a husband, you have a wife, you took these vows before the Most High. Everybody was there. They will keep all they can. That's why they have 2 or 10. Well, hey, look, you're right about that. But then at the same time, you're wrong about it, because sometimes people do actually change their life. Now, if you're talking about a guy, he a piece of crap, then yeah, he gonna have like you said, he gonna have them on deck. They gonna be on deck waiting. All right, Captain, what are your orders? But if a guy meets a woman and he cut all his female friends off of this woman, he like, man, she's the one. I'm not talking about the ones that just say it. I'm talking about the ones that say it, do it, and actually can prove it to you. She's the one. This, that, I would do anything for this woman. I want to marry this woman. I want to have my kids and whatever. And you walk away from him. And that man, knowing his head that there's a chance I can get you back, that man's not going to do anything to no other woman. He's going to sit there. If he has to play boo-boo the fool, he going to sit there, because you know why? I wasn't always 48. I was in my 20s and 30s and teens. I saw my buddies get hurt. Like, dude, man, she with some other she with some other guy and such like that. Like, man, dude, what you gonna do? He like, man, you know what? I'm straight. I'm good. I just want to go in the household. You know, I'm gonna wait for her. I'm not saying women don't do it neither, because it's on both sides. Both parties do it. But yet I still see brothers telling their stories on what happened. And then when they get the woman and tell the story, because you know there's always 2 sides to a story, and then there's the truth. It reflects back to, so you left him for this? Yeah, he wasn't doing this, he wasn't doing that, so that's why I moved on. So now what you are? You're a gold digger, whether you like it or not. If you in a relationship with a guy or girl, don't matter, and this guy and girl is trying to please you in every way or do whatever, and you have somebody out that relationship and he's doing as much as the other guy, then you're a fool. I got the other side to the story with a twist. Oh, I want to hear this twist. You know what? I'm about to call you right now. So let's hear this. You're gonna hear the twist, people. Hello?
Hey, so I'm on my way to work right now.
Oh, okay. I'm like, well, all I saw was a hat. I'm like, what's that?
Yeah, my hair is still wrapped up. You know, I'm gonna get up in here and do what I do in my profession. Praise the Lord.
Can y'all hear her out there? Before you start, I just want to make sure they can hear you. Okay, I
Okay.
guess they can. They're giving a thumbs up.
Okay. So let's talk about this statement that you made. You said that, and this is a specific statement. You said that when men are down and they kind of lose their job, remember, and you said that the woman to leave them.
Yep.
Okay, that part. What about the person, right? The woman. What about the woman that this happens to? Is the man supposed to be held accountable for his behavior when his woman falls?
Oh, wait, what you said is a man supposed to be held accountable when his woman fall?
Yeah, like accountable to make sure she's good at the same magnitude she was before she lost her job. You remember you made that statement that?
Yeah.
Right. So is the man held to the same statute that when his woman fall off, it's not that now it's an opportunity for him to be in control, but is he holding her down because she ain't never lost her value in that position? She just lost her position at that place. You get what I'm asking you?
Yeah, definitely. Look, definitely. I'm kind of tongue twisted today. I don't know what's going on.
That's exactly what it was. Okay? That's exactly what it is. And as a woman, I'll say this. Y'all don't give us enough credit. Y'all don't give good women enough credit to know that it is women that's out here sticking it out. And you know what's happening? How you doing? Good. Hey, girl. Hey. Thank you. Yes, you are cute. Yeah. I'm a neuro. Yeah, I'm doing. I'm gonna fix short. Oh, I see you. Yeah, I'm late too. Pray for me. Okay, sorry.
No, you good.
So like I don't feel like women get enough credit for the ones that are really trying, the ones that are striving to be a betterment of a relationship. Like literally putting up with stuff from men, and these men literally handing this stuff out with such ease. It's so disgusting the way men are today. That the good women, we talk about good men, we talk about bad women. We talk about bad women, we talk about good men. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Good women, we talk about bad men. Like, no. Like, it's good women out here. And we're going through some of the same travesties that these great men are going through too. But the truth is, the reason why it feels like a woman moves on quicker than the male is because, one, she's already been thinking. She know what the field look like for her. When a woman is ready to come off the field and be with a man in a relationship, that means she has put aside all other suitors. Whether a man can have as many women as he wants in this world, a woman could set aside 5 men for 1 man. You feel what I'm saying? Like we will stop everything else for you for 1, for the 5 that's not in the back pocket, but we always will have suitors because men always pursue women. Now, we're not talking about the woman that entertains the pursuer and she has already her part. We talking about the woman who has a partner who is not pulling his weight, whether it's emotionally, mentally, physically, financially. He ain't pulling his weight, right? And what's she doing? She's trying to work through it. She's trying to give him understanding and clarity and everything, right? So eventually she's saying enough is enough. She's saying enough is enough. So what she does is she goes stand at the screen door of the relationship. She gonna look out the screen door. Mm-hmm. Once she look out the screen door, she know them suitors out there, and they know she in there.
That's true.
Right. So hey, girl. So with them knowing that she in there, what you think they gonna do? They bees flock to honey, baby. They coming. And it ain't no disrespect to him. You know what I'm saying? If she move on, you know what I'm saying, with ease, it should be no disrespect to him. because we don't own each other, and that's where everybody keeps getting everything messed up. It's the ownership. It's the loyalty that we give to one another. That when somebody makes you feel like they're not being loyal to you, it's a problem with you. If a person starts to become unloyal towards you, it could be a problem towards you if they're not being extra, like petty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But it could really just be a problem with you. So I just called to say that, like, it is exactly what it is. Like, women seem to move on quicker than a man. It's because we know what's out there.
Oh, I think I lost her. Crap. You there? I lost her. Ah, shucks. Oh, there she go. You there? Okay, I can hear you now. You froze up for a second.
Okay, so I was basically just saying.
Okay, I can hear you good now.
We have already assessed the same, evaluated, and analyzed everything from the beginning to the end. What's going on? I'm gonna call y'all back, okay?
Okay. Okay. Can y'all hear me? Because I don't know. This mic is going its own today. I think my mic is possessed by Satan. Oh, can y'all hear me? I hope I hooked it up right. Okay. Thank you, Angelica. So, there you go. Any questions on what she said? Any guys? Yeah, she was at work. So, Angelica, that's what the problem was. She was at work. So, we giving them a chance starting out. Oh, I don't know what that was. I was looking at something. I don't know what happened to that. I don't know. So, I mean, is it fair to sit around and wait on somebody to get their act together? Or is it fair to sit around and wait on somebody to get their act together and women give them a chance starting out clean slate? That's true, Angela. That's so true. But yeah, I mean, I definitely agree with what she said. I agree with what pretty much all the comments on here. But it is what it is. Draw your own conclusions. People gonna say on both sides, but just as men do bad, women do bad too. Sometimes men wait for women to get their act together.